I've been reading people's comments on Twitter. I've been watching other YouTubers that are reacting and reviewing the show. And the consensus is this season has been boring. It's been lackluster. It's been slow. It's going in circles. It's not really going anywhere. There's a whole lot of nothing going on. These are people's comments and reactions. When I started reacting to this show, I just been watching the episodes, independently. I haven't really been involved in going on Twitter and live tweeting. That is something I actually love to do with certain shows. That's really what I use Twitter for. But this time around, this has been a very solo, isolated process. Not really on purpose. It just kind of happened that way. But, I have taken a few opportunities to just kind of catch up and look at what people have been saying. And that has definitely been a major topic, that it's just been boring. Too many of the episodes don't have a lot going on. And I was like, oh, shoot, I didn't really, think about it like that. I've been so focused on just really breaking down the episodes in itself that I haven't really taken a step back to look at the whole picture and to kind of assess where we are at. So I definitely wanted to take a moment right now, right here, right now, to do that. I love this show, right? I love Insecure. I've been a huge fan since day one. I've been a huge fan of Awkward Black Girl when it was doing numbers on YouTube, and when it started off as a Facebook phenomenon from a Facebook post, and then everybody kept liking and responding. It became a long thread, and then that's what prompted Issa to be inspired enough to really take that idea and turn it into something. So with all that being said, I have to agree. This season has been slow, and it hasn't quite lived up to expectations. At least my expectations. I really expected a lot to be happening. I expected most of the episodes, if not all, to be jam-packed, to have several storylines going on, to bring back, all characters in different capacities. This is the finale. This is the final season, and I just feel like they're treating this like it's another season. Like they're treating this like season 5 is 5 of 8. Or 5 of 10. Like this is about to be like Grey's Anatomy or something, and this is just another throwaway season. Like we on episode 112. 100 more episodes to go, guys. We're just gonna keep going as long as the fans love it. Like they're acting like this is just a chill, like just do whatever the hell you want. Let's just experiment. Whoever wants to guest direct, come on up. Whoever wants to guest star, hey, we taking calls. We casting whoever is in the LA area. What's up? Let's have a good time. Like, we're coming out of this pandemic. Like, let's have fun this season. Like, let's just do whatever. It's all good. Like, we doing this like clockwork. Like, we gonna be right back here next year in like 8 months. Like, whatever things we messed up this season, we'll fix it next season. Like this season is just giving me like it's whatever. I have a problem with that, and I know that they probably didn't want to put any pressure on making the final season like dun dun dun, but it's the final season. You know what I mean? Like this is the last thing that people are gonna remember about this show is this season. And it's just not acceptable. Like the first episode started off so strong, and I think that's why I kind of just relaxed, and I'm like, ooh, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like it was a really strong episode, and I'm like, all right, cool, we're off to a good start, and it kind of just like tanked after that. And episode 3 was phenomenal. Condola and Lawrence's episode, super good, like super heavy. It was very emotional, tumultuous, definitely a roller coaster. But outside of episode 1 and 3, I can't even remember distinctively the other episodes. You know what I mean? Like, I have a hard time recollecting the other episodes. I don't want to make this a dragging session at all. I just had to kind of let my thoughts be known about how the season is going so far. I need to know where this is going, because as of now we're at episode 7 and I'm still like confused. Like, I know that they probably want to throw a wrench. They want to throw a curveball. They want to, you know, have not a cliffhanger because they're not coming back, but they want to throw us for a loop. That's the gist I'm getting, because it's just not progressing in a way where you're like, oh, I see Issa's gonna, you know, she's gonna end up with this person, you know, Lawrence is gonna get back with Condola for real. Like, it's just too many episodes that are focusing on like little tidbits. And then the other comment that people made was Nathan and Issa's connection, their chemistry is dry as socks. It's not what it was the first time around. That people don't want to see Nathan on their screen. It's a snooze fest. Where's Lawrence? Like I said, I'm sticking with my opinion from day one that I was always a big fan of Nathan and Lawrence, and that has not changed. They had crazy chemistry the first time around when they went on that day and they were on the Ferris wheel, and you know, everything. She was so into him. She was so excited. And I was excited, and I feel like anybody watching like those first encounters that they had were like really intrigued, because we were kind of tired of Lawrence, you know what I mean? Like, and so much time had passed by the time Nathan came into the picture, and we're like, yes, we can finally root for Issa again. So their connection was amazing, and I don't know, it's changed, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the acting, I don't know if it's the writing, I don't know what it is, but something is not the same as it was before. Like, the connection should be going up, up, up. And it's just stuck down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Overall, the season is okay. You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I would give it a 6. So far, a 6. Yeah, so I'm a little concerned, because like, even after this episode, which I'm gonna get into, like, it's still not giving me much. Like, it's giving me low budget, and low budget in the sense that I was expecting them to go on like international trips, you know, just out on the town, like maybe a girls trip. Like we're getting like old characters. I was just expecting them to, maybe she runs into somebody from We Got Y'all, her old boss. Like, I don't know. I was just expecting like grand, like, you know, a grand affair. Like, we're doing it all. This is the last season. Like, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a lot to keep up with. We gotta do it, and we gotta do it right. It may be overwhelming, but we got to go out with a bang. And I feel like they're just coasting. Like, we got 8 more seasons, and this is just a filler season. Like, because why not? And it's just like, no. You know what I mean? Especially because I've seen other seasons be so phenomenal. There is no excuse. And I don't know who on the writers' team didn't fight for this to be more, or who all agreed and who didn't agree, like what the majority vote was, but somebody needed to have spoken up. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. It's just, it's lacking. It's really coming up short. And there's 3 episodes left. And I know a lot can happen in 3 episodes, but I just feel like the whole season should have been like constantly just giving us more meat, more to take in. I should be overwhelmed. I should be like, oh my gosh, like in 3 episodes, Issa done, met a new dude, still talking to Nathan, done kissed Lawrence. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe that's a bit chaotic and it's not real. It's not realistic enough, and Insecure, prides himself on real life situations, and things are nuanced, and sometimes things are slow and boring because that is real life. I get it. But once again, this is a TV show, and it's the final season. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I had to be a little bit harsh, because this is it. This is the final hurrah, and I'm hoping that the last 3 episodes is like a totally different show, but I need to see it to believe it. So yeah.